Well, never a dull moment in the markets, that's for sure. It's like the NBA playoffs. Let's go, Knicks. Always in action. We got to talk about gold today. Monster move. What's next? What's going on? And then I want you to pay attention to a commodity that nobody's talking about right now that looks maybe even hotter than gold. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. Okay, so let's start off with gold. Crazy move to start the week. $200 move in 2 days. This is a new reality with gold that we have to get used to. That is new. These two monster bars here, but as you can see, we've seen this before. We saw it here, it was 3 days. We saw it here, we had 3 up days in a row. So this is the new reality of gold, which makes it harder for us, right? It's moving so fast now for gold standards that we need to anticipate where the lows could be and put our orders in there and therefore take more risk, which we don't like, but that's the way it goes. If we look at the chart of gold right now, we see my analysis, and let's face it, I get plenty of things wrong, but I'll get some things right as well. So my analysis of this first support zone plus the neckline of the head and shoulders on the hourly, if you remember, proved to be correct. That was the turning point. Then we held the 20-day moving average, which is this brownish line, and we're off the races when the new fears of the Trump chaos came out. So what are we seeing today? Well, it's basically profit taking ahead of the Fed decision. Now, first things first. We broke this line up here, which now, after we talked about it, I can take out. This is the line. If we're above it, it negates the head and shoulders pattern on the hourly. You remember, this was the head and shoulders right here. Head, shoulder, head, shoulder. And then I told you, if we break below the neckline, then it triggers. If not, we're not doing anything. We went above this area right here. It should actually be a little higher. Oops, there we go. Here. So went above it. Therefore, this sold scenario is gone. We can take this out. We can take this out, which makes the chart much clearer. This is the reason why it is so important to wait for confirmation. All right. Yes, it'll cost you performance on the upside, but it reduces risk, and there'll always be enough trades for us to be in, to be active. So in order to do that and to profit from the markets, we have to be able to be in the markets. How do we stay in the markets? Risk management. That's why you wait for the confirmation. So next thing that we see here, obviously, maybe a double top. Maybe. I would not bet on it. What we see right here is that the 20 has actually been pretty good, this brownish line. Look at this. We were above it. Even when we broke it, we never broke significantly below it and always retook it very quickly within a few days. And this worked out this week as well. So if we talk about the 20, then probably gold could go back to 33.15, around that area, 33.20, and that might already be it. Again, for gold, it's what I've been telling you: do not go short. Do not bet against this trend. It is too risky to do. Now, we got to use the weakness to get in on the miners. It's a problem. We're just not getting a bigger correction in gold. And one of the reasons for this is that the dollar just keeps it's more and more weakness coming into the dollar. Look at this. The brown line, the 20, right? The 20 daily. Look how it is pushing down the dollar. We were not able to get above this resistance zone that I told you about. Instead, we're going back down. That's actually good for gold. Right? That's positive. So we might not get big corrections until we get some panic selling again in the gold market. We want to be long. We want to add in weakness. I would have preferred if we would have gone down to the 50, to this zone right here. That's actually what I expected, but not happening. Not happening. So while we wait for our opportunities in the gold market and the gold mining stocks, because would I buy gold right here with a double top possibility? Absolutely not. Give me pullbacks. Right? This is the new gold bull market. Pullbacks are buying opportunities now. They're just really, really small right now, which is tricky. So while we wait, and patience is one of the number one success characteristics that a trader has to have, let's look at a sector that's going right now. Uranium. If you've been following this channel, and if you have not, please subscribe, push the like button, do all the fancy stuff. I've been talking about uranium for, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. And as you can see, monster move yesterday. We are clearly reversing trend here. This is the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. So this is the uranium price plus sentiment of the markets, right? This is not the spot price 1-to-1. This is spot price plus sentiment. This is why actually the Sprott is really useful for us, because it tells us about the sentiment. And as you can see, it is getting better and better. Look at this. We got the 50. We broke the 50, tested. We're above the 50 now. The 20 starting to curl up. It's about to break the 50. Another positive sign. This is the URA, the ETF for the uranium miners. Monster candle. Look at this. Beautiful. We tested the long-term uptrend that we regained. Right? We are back in this uptrend now. We had a broke below it. We had a sell-off, nasty sell-off. Right? And now we're back in it. Also, same thing. Notice this. 50 starting to turn already, but the 20 turning already more dynamic and about to cross the 50 buy signal. Now we're getting overbought territory with the miners a little bit, but trend reversal, right? We broke the downtrend. We're in a new uptrend now. We made a higher high on the close for the first time in a long time. Weakness are buying opportunities. So what stocks do we like? Denison Mines. I recommended that one, I think, right after it broke the downtrend, so somewhere around here. So you're up nicely, almost probably like 6-7% already. And this one looks better and better, right? Broke over the 50, already over the 20. Same situation. 20 about to cut the 50 from below. Very bullish. We retook the uptrend, right? Just like the URA. Here you see it. This one has been in place since 2020. Excellent, right? Excellent. We broke below it. Now we're retaking it. You also see this was an excellent buying opportunity in 2023, and we got a lot of upside left if this one starts to run. So this one, not too late to get in. Now, ideally, right? You can see it here on the daily. Shoulder, head. If we would get back and fill this gap, right? Even short term. Make another shoulder, that would be nice, but doesn't have to be the case. So Denison Mines looks really good. Next Gen Energy, fan favorite. Look at this, let me draw this out. Here we go. Actually, this one goes a little lower. This is Yep, and this is important. So, next gen energy fan favorite. As you can see, this one is already, the 20 already crossed the 50. Nice, we're above 2 moving averages. Nice, we're retaking this support zone. Great. Here's the uptrend. We're not in the uptrend yet, like at Denison Mines. This is a little earlier, as you know, because Denison Mines already broke its downtrend. This one is just about to break it. And this one is not as overheated as others. Now, we got earnings coming up today. So, probably going to have a big move. But I would wait this out, but put this on your list. Energy fuels. Love energy fuels, as you know. Again, already has the break of the 20 through the 50. Downtrend broken, check. New highs, check. Now we're consolidating at the 20. This is a good buying opportunity, right? This is a classic bull flag scenario. If you want to get exposure to uranium in the US, remember Energy Fuels is one of very few producers in the US already, and rare earth, this is your choice. So these are 3 stocks from the uranium sector that look very juicy and very interesting. While we wait for our chance in gold, we might as well make some money in uranium. That's it for today. Let's go, Knicks. F Boston. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.